Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. What's a quad?
Where I deliver it right across the face of the fire target.
Keep pulling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I got up and I was like, what if you actually did stuff in there, like filling instead of just like, Did you get through your, yeah, I wanted to get him so bad. I wanted to get him because, yeah, he is really easy. And he was shooting you.
Hey, Will. Oh, you're doing good. Will. That 42.8.
Today, what we're going to simulate here is a standard bedroom fire. Now, there's some differences, obviously. There's a front end of this whole thing that's open. Typically, a bedroom would have 4 walls, maybe a window and a door to it. But because we wanted you to see how fire reacts and how quickly it goes, this is all open. All the stuff that you see in here, is stuff that you would find in probably any of your apartments or any of your dorm rooms. It was all taken from different places. It's a real bed and mattress, chairs, clothing, bedding, things like that. There's nothing special. None of this material has been treated to burn fast. When we set the fire, it'll burn just as it normally would. And today I think you're going to see just how powerful fire is. And that's our goal today, is to show you how quickly it moves. Again, not to scare you, not to intimidate you, but so that you can learn from it and you can go back and make good choices. That's what we're here to do today. Our fire attack crew today is Lieutenant Cliff Bullard, Firefighter Haney. And I'd really like for you to, oh man, I'm going to show my age here. I'd really like for you to give it up for Lieutenant Sean McCullum, who puts all this together. Many of you will see Lieutenant McCullum. He is assigned he's not only a member of the Columbia Fire Department, but he is assigned and contracted to work for the University of Missouri as well. And so you see him over here on campus quite a bit, trying to make sure things are kept safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to light this fire. We're obviously going to use a torch to do this. But what we're simulating today is that over in between the desk and the end of the bed, it's wintertime, and it's a little cool in the bedroom, so somebody's brought a space heater in. And that's one of the common causes of fire. Others are smoking, unattended cooking, all kinds of different ways fire can strike. But we're going to set the fire, and then we're going to start the clock over here. And you're going to be able to see just how quickly fire moves. Now again, remember, when fire starts, it's going to be in a smoldering stage. It's going to take a little bit of time. And it typically takes somewhere between 30 and 90 seconds for it to generate enough smoke for the smoke alarm to go off. And that's typically the first warning. There's probably a few of you out there that are in areas today that don't have working smoke alarms. So you're going to go home and fix that tonight by pushing the test button, right? Okay. So enough of my talk. Lieutenant McCullum, are you ready? Now, many of you are going to feel the heat from this fire. And it's going to be kind of a changing experience for some of you. We do have you a safe distance back, but I would ask that you please listen to me every now and then. So if you hear me asking you to move a little bit, that you please do so. We have Lieutenant Bullard and Firefighter Haney here on the nozzle. Lieutenant McCullum has ignited some newspaper in a trash bag that again simulates just an ignition source of a portable space heater. And if we can, right now we're just about 15 seconds in, and you can see that it's generating smoke. And we have smoke alarm activation at 15 seconds. That's why the smoke alarms are important. Please make sure that you have the working smoke alarms. This is your first warning to fire. Now, had a wall been on the front of this smoke would have been banking down, and right now that smoke would be banked down to about 3 foot below the ceiling, which means if you stand up, you're going to be in the smoke. Most of the materials in our homes today are synthetic materials. They're man-made materials. They're not natural fibers like wool and cotton, and they burn very ferociously. And you can see that that thing is really taking off. We're at 1 minute, and that is the almost full involvement of that chair and that bed. The temperatures inside this bedroom, had a front wall been on this, would be in excess of 500 degrees right now. A single breath inside of this room would be fatal. A single breath. The curtains on the wall have caught, and now we have gone in less than a minute and a half to a phenomenon that we call flashover. This room is flashed over where the carpet, the walls, the chairs, the furniture, everything inside that room is on fire. And that is in less than a minute and a half. This is now a deadly fire for both people who are inside the building and potentially deadly for firefighters as well.
Oh my God.
Firefighters are going to arrive on the scene. Look at that dense black smoke coming out of there. And at this point, the work begins for the firefighters to make sure that they have extinguished that fire properly. The work begins for them to make sure that that fire has not extended into ceilings and walls, and doing search and rescue. So think about what you saw today. In less than a minute and a half, a fully involved room fire, one where no one could survive. That's the importance of thinking about how fires can start and what you can do to protect yourself by having working smoke alarms.